So here we are, Jim Seaver. That's one of my best talks.
What is one of the most often told lies in business? The checks in the mail, right? Okay, the checks in the mail. Here's a worse one. Okay, here's a well, what'd you say?
You can't do it.
You can't do it. I actually think the lie is the opposite one, is whatever you put your mind to, you can do. Okay? Really? Really? You can do whatever it is. What does that set you up for?
Failure.
How?
I'm going to build the Empire State Building.
Okay.
Single-handedly.
Well, that maybe is unrealistic,
Right.
building the Empire State Building,
Well, you
but
know what I'm saying.
you're right. Okay.
No,
What's
but-
something more practical? What's a more practical way that it can be demoralizing to us? I mean, for me,
I could build my own website.
there you go. I can
And
for
then
me,
when you don't, you feel like a loser.
I failed. I have tried for, I've had my practice for 11 and a half, 12 years, okay? I am married to an accountant who runs a $100 million public agency, okay? She knows accounting, right? I have tried and tried and tried and tried to learn how to keep books, right? And we're just talking this morning, that if I believed that lie, that anything you put your mind to, you can do, all right, I would feel like a failure. Because I'm trying as hard, maybe I just need to try harder. Okay, so
Whatever that is.
in truth, you can't do everything you put your mind. There are some things that you will just reach a level of competence and you will never get any better. That doesn't mean I don't have to pay. I can't just go, well, I'm not going to pay attention to my bookkeeping, or my selling, or whatever. I can do that, but, what's going to happen if I do that?
Bad business.
You're bad. Yeah, you probably won't have business, right? Okay. So in any activity, whether it is a physical activity like playing golf or cooking or that type of activity, selling, or the more mental, emotional, metaphysical activities like empathy, which I've read about, there are 4 levels of performance. And if you kind of understand this, the whole idea, what I do, the whole idea is to find out those few areas where you really can rise above that level of competency. So let me share these with you really quick. I only have 10 minutes. So the first level of competency is knowledge, okay? You learn the rules about something. If you're going to play golf, you learn that you hit the little white ball with the stick that's got a club on it, it's supposed to go in the hole. If you want to learn to cook, you learn that knives are sharp. It's one of the very first things. Stoves are hot. You learn how to boil water, make ice, that kind of thing, okay? Playing the piano, you learn the basics. Those things, those keys, correspond to dots on a line, and if you press them, and you know what? Here's the good news. We can all do that, okay? Anybody want to share what was one of the things that you've tried and tried and tried and you just can't get any better at? Who wants to fess up? Cooking? Okay. But you do know that knives are sharp.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you can make toast. Kind of. Kind of. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, there's
Here
one.
you
All
are!
right, everybody say hello to Norm. All right. This is the hard money guy. Okay. Only loans coins. Okay, it's hard money. Okay, so it's the rules. It's the basics. Anybody can do that in anything. 1 and 1 is 2. That's a basic of accounting that I know. All right, the next step is skill. You acquire some skill. So once you know the rules, what do you think the next step for skill is? What types of things would you do to acquire skill?
Practice.
You would practice.
You learn them.
How would you education, right? Let's go back to golf. All right, who plays golf? I know you play. Okay. Have you ever done the videos?
Yeah.
No.
You've done the videos?
Yeah,
Okay.
golf.
All right, and the golf pro? You hire somebody to stand behind you and
Yes.
do like that? Okay, that would be a total waste for me. But that's what you do. You acquire some skill, you get some lessons, you practice. All right? And you know what? Here's the good news. We can all do that. In any of these activities. She had cooking. Who else has an activity that they just can't, they've reached a level of competence and it just ain't going to get any better at?
Staying at goal weight.
Staying at goal weight. Okay, all right, that's something
I
you
have gotten
practice.
there, then I've always gotten away from it.
How many? Okay, except you. You don't have that problem, right?
I have the solution.
Okay, she has the solution. She'll talk about it tomorrow in San Luis Obispo, I think. Okay, here's the deal, though. Anything you practice, you're going to get better at, okay? The thing is, you will get better at certain things than you do at others. Now, why is that? Why do we get, we reach a level of competency at some things, but there's a couple of things that we just have like an intuition, right? An instinct about. That we have a natural curiosity. When we finish them, our needs are satisfied. Okay? That level of performance is called talent. All right? And this is where that lie comes in. We lie to people and we tell them, you can be talented in anything. No, you can't. You can reach a competency in everything. Okay? But talents are things that they were either put into you by God, they were there, nurture, nature, clean slate, gentle beast, there's all sorts of theories of where these things came from. But these natural, intuitive things that we are just drawn to are what help us reach the fourth level of performance, which is mastery. Now, there's good news and bad news. Not everybody is talented in everything. No one in this room is talented in everything. But I gave you an assignment earlier to think about something that you weren't good at, that you hit the ceiling. Take a second or two and think about what are the things that you do that would fit into this innate, or as a friend of mine calls, native genius. What is your native genius? What is it?
Organizing.
Organizing. Tell me about that.
I just walk into any situation or anything and I organize it
Without even
without even
thinking about it. Okay? I'm a maximizer, which is sometimes annoying. I'm the one that says, this could have a little more salt. Or, like I came in this morning and said, we need to rearrange the room. It just comes naturally to me that there's always, maybe not so much a better way, but a different way. Jenny, do you have a natural, what is it?
I'm a director, a leader, a director,
You're going to take charge.
yeah, situation, handled.
Boom.
What do you need? Here we go.
Boom.
I will
Okay.
try to be safely, I forget to say please and thank you about it,
Okay.
but it'll get done
Yeah.
and it's effective.
So it's something natural for you. Okay?
Doer.
Now, let me ask this to Linda and to Jenny. Are there specific, all of you pay attention to this because it's very important. Are there specific situations of organizing where you are at your best? Are there an office, a home? Talk to me about that. Can you okay, can you quickly relate a situation where you were doing an organizing thing and it was like, boom, that was the peak of your performance just recently?
I think recently, when I realized that I have a spatial gift,
Okay.
that when I was doing consulting, that I could go into an office and see what was there and immediately rearrange it and put new desks and add things and make a layout, that took my business to a whole new level. But it's something that I just do. I just walk in and see, desks and people sitting and looking and realize.
Let me ask this, does it matter, is it office or home? Which?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay, if you had to pick one of the two, let's pick home, kitchens or closets. Is there one that's just a little bit, big house, little house? Nothing? Nothing specific. Okay, you got to work with me here. We only have a couple minutes. She doesn't like to do
Yeah.
bathrooms.
Bathrooms, no, because I'm an organizer. too.
Leading,
Bathrooms
what
are
about,
bad.
are there certain groups that you, I mean, you're a good leader all the time, but where do you feel the best?
Happy gatherings.
Okay.
Gatherings around positivity
Okay.
and growth and health and happiness or celebrations.
All right.
Where no one else is leading, and it's really going to make a difference that
Okay.
someone ding, 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 and make the toast.
So leading for you, I'm pushing a little bit because we only have a certain amount of time. I'd really want to draw this out a little bit. But you can lead any type of situation, but if it's a bunch of people who are just kind of dragging and whatnot, you would be able to lead it, but you wouldn't be as energized, right?
I would probably find a way to excuse
To
myself.
get out of it. All right. So here's how you turn talent, which are these little things that are built into us, into something you will never reach, which is mastery. And that's a cool thing because then you will always get a little bit better and a little bit better. You ask yourself these doesn't matter questions. Very, very specific questions about the location and the situation and those types of things. I love to write. Okay. That's it?
That was me.
Okay, I love to write, but I don't like to write fiction. I've tried, okay? I like to write short 1,000 to 1,200 word articles, okay? I did 5,000 words this weekend, and that was a little bit of a stretch for me. Okay, little short ones too. So that's what I want you to do, is just understand that these things you are struggling with, maybe they're just right here. Quit beating yourself up. Look for these, work on these, and you will get a greater return on your effort if you work on those.